Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. Y'all know we do other videos other than Sunday sermon. I want to talk about this, man. Guys, listen, man. Listen. We got to stay focused. We got to, those of us that are headed towards breakups and divorce, you got to see it for what it is, man, because these women, they'll be running their mouth and they're trying to make you think otherwise. But the more they talk, the more you see how you got to this point to begin with. Like, let me tell you something about me. There's certain stuff that you'll piss me the hell off and you'll get on my nerve, all the way on my nerves. And once you start getting under my skin, it's like I'm not gonna keep going there with you. I'm just gonna tune you out and plan my exit from seeing you on a regular basis. Whether it's a job, whether it's this, whether it's that. Because what I'm noticing about a lot of people nowadays, they love to get under your skin. And one thing about being in a relationship is, like I always tell you, that's supposed to be your biggest cheerleader. Not siding with your enemies, not laughing at your ops. Your ops say something slick to you and they laugh. Come on, man. See, you only can hide for so long. A person can only hide for so long, and then who they really are inside is going to start to show. And if most of us would think real hard and think back real hard, we could have saw this. We just was turning a blind eye to it. When she was trying to talk to other dudes, when she was relishing the attention from other men, like, for instance, guys try to get with her. She won't get her out and get them out her face. That kind of stuff. You didn't want to see it. And because you didn't want to see it, now you got to deal with the realities of a divorce and having kids that you're not under the same roof and all of these other things. Because leave it to her, she's perfect. She's perfect. She's going to tell you the things she's done. She's going to paint this lovely picture that makes you want to marry her. And then when you do, a lot of guys regret it. What I'm talking about today is I despise most marriages. The only marriage I respect and the only marriage I don't despise is the good ones, like the ones that's genuinely good. What do I mean by genuinely good? I'm talking about the marriage that she does what she does because she just wants to do that for him. And he responds to it by doing the same. Not men doing everything and still getting nagged. I despise that. I despise it. Oh, well, this wrong with me, that wrong with me. See, if something always wrong with you, there you have it. Your marriage is not for you. Marriage is for people who move around, active, who are not like a bag of luggage. You know, but everybody want to get married, but everybody is not marriage material. They not marriage material. These women, if you look them in their eyes, like I looked in somebody's eyes the other day, and I just saw pure evil. And I was thinking to myself, because the person has 2 kids, and I don't believe they're married. And I'm thinking, yep, They always blame the guys, but it's stuff with them too. They always want to blame the guys though. And I'm looking like, man, that's a shame. The way some of these women look at you, you would swear they alphabet. Like, that's not the look of a woman who likes men. And don't think I'm just talking about myself. I've seen these women give other guys that look 10 times more than they give it to me. So yeah, man, I despise marriage. That's why I got on Tony Gaskins' heels the way I did. That's why I got on Blake Hill, and I'll get on anybody else's heels that try to promote that stuff, man, like it's gonna be all peaches and cream, and it's not. Like I told y'all, for most guys, it's just gonna be nothing but anxiety. Anxiety to the left, anxiety to the right. You gotta battle people at work. You gotta battle people to be safe on the road. You could barely get gas around all these thugs and criminals. And then you gotta come home and get nagged. Guys can't take it, man. Hey, I don't believe in it. I don't support it. I don't condone it. But you can't do that to all these guys. Some of these dudes can't handle it. They're gonna go upside your head. You know? Other guys are like me. Eventually they just gonna pack up and they gonna leave you by yourself. Because when I decided, and when other guys decided to get married, you didn't say, well, I want a woman who nagged me. I want a woman who barely has a sex drive and talks all the time. I want a woman who is going to decline over the years as to what she was doing in the beginning. Who says that? Nobody. Which is proof the guys didn't sign up for that, man. And that's why I shout out to people like Coach Greg, man. I think I'm going to start back supporting them, man. Because you want guys that's going to come out here and tell you the truth about all this. You know? I don't want to hear from no dudes that you just trying to cater to women for views. I'm at you. If I see that, I'm at you, man. Simple as that. You trying to cater to women for views. Go back here. So most marriages I despise. I do. Cheating on guys, being sneaky on guys, expecting guys to do everything while you do nothing or the bare minimum. I despise all of that. And I guarantee you I can speak for the Most High. He don't like it either. I know for a fact that he don't like when women do and carry on like this. I despise marriages where the woman acts like a child, like a spoiled little baby. I despise it. And I will continue to tell dudes, you get married, you decide to get married, you better be marrying somebody that's practically perfect or seem that way. And know that she could change. And when she does, you get rid of her and you get somebody else. You can do that. That's biblical. But if you listen to these nugget head, half fruity duty preachers, well, I'm just going to work it out. All these women out here just dreaming to be with a guy like you. And you just going to work it out with that lazy, no good, trifling 304 on the sneak tip. Half cooking, half cleaning broad who ain't giving you none. She gonna give it to somebody else quick and easy. And you gonna work it out with her. Man, let somebody else have her. Let's see what time it is. Let somebody else have her. You gonna waste the years of your life away. You gonna take years off of your life trying to deal with somebody like that. She want to talk about your bald spot. Okay, so if he has a bald spot, what's the point of talking about it? Okay, so that's a problem. You got a problem with his bald spot? I'm telling you, these chicks, man. Now y'all see that I don't condone jagging, but I condone jagging. What do I mean by this? Some of y'all is better off just jagging than all the stuff that you got to go through to be with these women. And they still talking hella crap on YouTube and panels. And then these dudes, man, shame on y'all, man. Y'all trying to make, well, look, I'm the guy you looking for. No, you ain't. She gonna take half of your ish too. I hate when guys try to show off for women. These modern women, man, a lot of them, all they good at and all they worth is a quick nut. And if you like me, you say, well, it gotta be more to it than that. Good luck to you. And then they listening to these Miss Sprinkle and all them. All these women could talk about is height and money. That's all they could talk about. What about your nasty attitude? Let's talk about that. I bet your husband can't stand to be around you, and the only reason why he's with you, because he don't want to lose half his stuff. That's the majority of these women. These guys be knowing what they gonna lose, and they gonna have to change their whole entire lifestyle. And even some of the ones where she makes a whole lot more than you, them guys don't be wanting to change their lifestyle like that. I despise marriage. If it ain't good, if it ain't a unicorn, if it ain't a cooperative woman, if it ain't a woman who does what she does, still wants to please her man, I despise it. I despise the entitled princess. I despise the woman who has cheated and got away with it. Because he don't know what you did. And he don't know that your expectation went up not because he ain't doing good, but because you really don't want to deal with him. You using them. I despise women who use men to try to keep up with their friends, keep up with their relatives. I despise those type of marriages. And I ain't ashamed to say it either. And anybody who wants some smoke on this, bring it. Because if you got a good wife, why you won't hear? You want everybody to believe they're gonna get a wife like yours when if your wife is good, ain't hardly none of these guys gonna get that. They gonna get a woman who lose 1,000 pounds or gain 1,000 pounds. She had a big old butt, be clapping, making that clapping noise, and now she done shaved all her hair off and done lost 100 pounds. She ain't even got no booty no more. Well, one of the reasons you signed up because you wanted to ram that big old thing, and now she ain't even got it. Or if you like slim women, now she practically wallowing around like a walrus or a seal or something. With a big mouth. You know how seals and walruses make the most noise. Arr, 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 arr. Like, man, get your little fat, oily. can't even eat cereal with some of these. Why you eat all the cereal? I wanted to eat some cereal before work. But like I told you, if you by yourself, man, you can just put the covers up to your chest. Be right on YouTube watching 100 old shows. They be like, another person would love to have me. Another person would kill you. If you do the stuff you did to him, you'll mess around and get Terry O'Quinn. Remember the stepfather? You'll get the black version or the Latino version. Or even in some cases, the white version. And then, like we talk about, be extremely careful with black women who love and are attracted to white men. I'm telling you, that is trouble. If you want drama, get with one of them ones that never even liked the black dudes. They just don't want to disappoint their parents because they know their parents ain't gonna accept if they bring a white dude home. That man. Not worth it, man. You like Flojo. You gotta hurt him. The male Flojo. To get something with these women, to get somewhere with them, you hurt them. What the hell? But with your old girl, she couldn't keep her hands off you. When you broke up with her, she was crying. You break up with this one, she trying to stab you, trying to tear your car up. Guys, especially guys my age, it's okay to be alone. 40-something, that's my highest demographic, 45 to 54. It's all right to dump a bad broad. And when I say bad, I'm not talking in terms of how these young people talk. I'm talking about a horrible, lousy piece of... I despise this marriage stuff. I despise it. Guys fighting their way through life, trying to make it, coming up short, and she criticizing you instead of helping you. You know how much stuff costs now? Man, you should have did that. I should have been with it. You see this? Take this finger. That's why we got to stop arguing with them, man. Man, forget them, man. Especially you who already know your relationship is shot. Don't argue with her. Just get your money right, so eventually you're going to have to get away from around her, because when y'all don't get along, she's going to get you in trouble and she's going to become Angela Bassett for the police. And that's going to piss you off even more. You're going to want to beat up the police. It's not worth it. Be by yourself or get somebody else. Or, listen, I don't care what nobody say. You're not going to throw that Bible in my face. Some guys is better off paying for it than being with some of y'all girls. Y'all 304s. Crazy women. This dude paying for everything. And she won't even slob on his knob. Talking to other dudes every time he step out the house. In love with somebody that ain't did jack for. I'm telling you, man. I got stories. He just hit the bottom. That's all he did. So now she hate her husband because her ex hit the bottom. Go get with him then. No, I ain't gonna do that. This is why, guys, that's one less value meal you gotta worry about. Or for some of these women, they probably eating 2. I ain't got a problem with a little chub. But some of these women, man, you be looking at them like, nah, I eat a lot. You bigger than me. It's like you doing a squat to get their legs up. You be out of breath before you can even start stroking. Be like, why you falling asleep? And then some of them be so little that they'll slide through your arms, man. You feel like you humping on a wall. Like you humping a brick wall. I despise it. Bring it. Bring the smoke. If you ain't marriage material, and it starts and ends with you women. Because remember, you're supposed to win them by your lifestyle. And I would tell you guys, stop lying to these women. Be Mr. Right. And then they won't have no excuse. They'll be the one that look bad when stuff don't go right. You say, well, we struggling. We lost this. Okay, what did you do to help them? Nothing. And here, man, he's supposed to do it all. Or is he? So the Most High put Eve in the garden to just stand around? This is how it's supposed to be. If y'all choose for you to stay at home and stuff start getting out of control, you got to find a way to help them out of the house. Like people creating YouTube channels. Well, here, man, he got it. What is your job? Because from the outside looking in, it look like you ain't doing nothing. You not having sex with him. You barely cook. He eating carry out every day. You argue with him, but then you act like he's starting it, but it's really you. You're a passive aggressive. And I'm gonna tell you something. The same thing that got Kevin Samuels popular is the same thing that possibly led to his death. Kevin Samuels wanted to see these women become something worthwhile. And like Damon Wilson said, he said that's why they took him out, because they want these women to be ignorant, twerking and doing all that other stuff. Because they love misery. I despise this marriage stuff, man. That's what I think of it. The only marriages that I respect are the marriages where both people have their roles, where the woman is more quiet and more wise and knows how to pick her battles. Not she secretly don't like him, but she don't got nothing going for herself, so she puts up with him. I despise that. I despise that. And you better recognize it too, because she'll leave you in a heartbeat, and when that other dude leave, she'll try to come back for your funds. If your relationship is going bad, do not be telling her everything you got. Do not be discussing what you got. Find somewhere else to put it, because you're dealing with an enemy sometimes. I despise marriages where the wife is the man's enemy. Why wear a wedding band? From now on, guys, if you married and your relationship sucks, take that wedding band off. And tell her that you'll put this back on when she learns how to do what she's supposed to do. She learn how to act. If she's not having sex with you, take that band off. And if she want to act a fool on you, she want to act like a monster behind closed door, but she wants you to be around her family and stuff, stop going around her family. Even if you cool with them, if they ask you, tell them. Don't let her hide. But anyway, I just was listening to this dude like, dude, that sounds like a nightmare. It does. Like the dude did something that was funny the other day in the training. He was like, he said, take your jewelry off. He said, if you got a wedding band, just toss it. And he did a throwing motion like all the way across the room. That was funny. That was funny. And then you got some of these women to poison you too, man. You see how the chick was putting, what was she putting, bleach in his coffee? Caught her, eh? Caught her. But thanks for watching. Just wanted to talk about that, man. You have a network of people that you could talk to. You could talk to me. You could talk to other people. Don't let her keep you in silence, man. She just gonna eat away at your life. You got people you could talk to. You know? These women are trying to have you just holding it all in, so they can pretend like they June Cleaver when they really Lilith and Jezebel. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.